So, got a SENCUT in this box here. Let's get it out of here, and you know what's up. Oh, I didn't do that very well. Let's get it out of here, and so we can check it in and check it out. There's actually a story with this simple little SENCUT right here, and so yeah, cleaning cloth. I mean, big cleaning cloth. Ooh, look at the size of that thing. Wow, that is a good one. I might confiscate that one. Okay. Yeah. All right. So what's the story behind this? Look at this. This is a SENCUT San Angelo natural G10 satin finish 9CR18MOV. Okay. Let's open this up. Oh, that's pretty weak. Yeah, weak detent. So it's got a hair on it, or I had a hair on me, I guess. So the story on this is, I was looking at this and I was thinking to myself, I wonder how far off of a nightshade this knife is. And so I had to get one just to see. Blade is really centered. I mean, what's really centered, right? Like, that's some extra language there, right? It's either centered or it's not. Can't be extra centered, right? Silliness. Yeah, so a nightshade. How close is it? I mean, it's not exactly the same. Like it's extremely centered. It's extra centered. It's got that same rough curvature and then a fat bellied bladed knife for sure. Yeah, so it got me looking at it. So I think that's the way I'm going to run this, is that maybe this is an alternative to that. Yeah. I mean, maybe, right? Just maybe. And I mentioned this a couple of videos ago. So this has got a nice swedge on the top here. I like this on this blade. It's pretty nice. It's got pretty good action. I don't know if I can improve that, but I definitely got to look at that detent. We'll look at that when we get this thing apart. But I mentioned this in another video that I want to try to dye some scales, and purple. I think this is a prime candidate. So if you look at this scale, I wonder if I can get it to show. Yeah, there. It's got some rough milling, really textured around the edges, the top and the bottom, and it's on both sides. And it's got a ton of texture, and the texture on the G10 itself, I mean, Come on, they figure something out or what? But this thing is, I mean, it's super grippy. I'll talk about it again. Hey, enough of all that. Let's get in it. Let's take a look at this action and see what's going on here. Yeah, there's no Loctite in there. And it's running TH around the scales. How about it? Not sure about that pocket clip. Yeah, the pocket clip looks like it's to be T6s, but I don't think I got to undo that to get this scale off. No, that should come off. Not sure why it's not. It's resisting me. There is Loctite in there. There's a bunch in there in that pivot. Yeah. And so we may be fighting some of that right here. Yeah, I mean, come on. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, it was just on there. So completely dry in here. There's no oil. So I don't know. Maybe we can improve this action. There's no oil on the inside of here, and none on the bearings. But I don't need to take that other scale off. Yeah. So we're just gonna wipe this down. I might put, since there's no oil in it. Normally the oil acts as sort of a lubricant to clean. But since there's nothing on here, I think I'll put a little something on my towel, help clean the dirty dust off of this. I like this blade. 9CR18. What can I say intelligently about that? Did I say, what can I say intelligently? I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. So, yeah. This looked so similar to the Nightshade that I had to get one. And with the full intention of making a video and saying, yeah, it's either an alternative or it's not. Now, when I say an alternative, if it's let me just be candid. If it's a piece of junk, well, then it's clearly not an alternative, because that Nightshade is a really nice knife. It's an odd knife. It's an odd shaped knife. It fits in your hand oddly knife. Yeah, it's all of the above. It's all of that. But, let's see. I think we'll go face down. In all of its oddity, it's a pretty cool knife. It really does have a great feel in the hand. And action, ergonomics, the fit and finish of that knife is done. It's executed really well. And so it's pretty good. Is it special? I don't know. You know, I mean, it's kind of been laid out like that, you know, amongst the social media knife speak, as being special. I mean, I think my comment was, I get the hype, and I did. I mean, I get the hype. no doubt. I'm going to run this just a little bit before I go putting all them screws in, because this detent was so weak, I may tighten that detent just slightly. Especially if I didn't see some real gains in this action. And a little bit of rock, but there we go. Yeah, that action's like fall shut now. We're still centered. Let me try to fail it. Yeah, I can still fail it. I'm going to tighten it up. Won't take but a second. Yeah, I'm just going to do it on camera. Might as well show it. I just got this one screw to get off. And hopefully the scale won't resist me as much this time as it did last time. And it is. Wow. It is press fit. There we go. Okay, all this can stay intact. I just got to deal with this other. And now that I have this off, I'm going to put just a little bit of oil in the path of that detent ball. And I think that's going to help me as well. There's a couple of drops. Give it something to run on. All right, get my point of reference here. I see it. Stiff. All right, I added quite a bit to that. Let's see what that does. I overdid it, I believe. But we'll see. Yeah, it didn't affect the drop action at all. Let's see what it did for the detent. Yeah, look at that. Thing's running pretty good now. I like it. Let's finish. Let's get the rest of these screws in. We'll finish putting this thing back together. Yeah, so kind of twofold. I'm gonna see if I can't dye these scales purple, nice purple, with all of this grays and the chrome, the shiny polished metal, these grays against that purple. I think it's going to look good. Yeah, solid as a rock. Man, this one definitely benefited from a little bit of, I don't know, I wiped it down, but mostly I lubed it, and a little bit of tuning on the detent. So let's wrap up this action part. I mean, that's pretty darn nice, man. I mean, I'm gonna say that it's definitely a B plus, and it's working on an A for sure. It's got It's got excellent jimping on the flipper tab that comes up and around, and so it's real bitey. So I mean, any contact with the finger on there is going to allow you to bring that over. You don't have to really lock in on that. It's going to snatch your finger. Oh, yeah, it's so nice. Yeah. I mean, it's great action. And the more I run it, the more I'm going to say it's probably an A. You know, it's not A plus. It's like maybe an A minus, I guess. I think I got that fly. I don't know where that fly came from, but I think I got him. Must have came in from the door, from the outside. Yeah, so great action. I like it a lot. Let's talk about ergonomics. So this G10 is super grippy. Like they did this right. And then this milling that they put, this hatchwork on this edge, makes this thing extra grippy. And the ergonomics in hand right here, this grip, this jimping on the top here, this squared off jimping, it's extra bitey. And so the result is, you know, not so confident, confident, very confident. This knife is way up here. This grip right here, I mean, it's stunningly locked in. No hot spots. And I am so locked into this. Yeah, just a wonderful grip on this knife. Wow. Yeah, very nice. The grip, the ergonomics on this, man, it's big time. Big time. Talking to that clip, let's check it out. I mean, I got high hopes for it. It looks like one of those that's going to work. Yeah, it's over the edge, and boom, gone. Complete deep carry. Nice little, you know, flat anodized titanium look. I know it's not titanium. That's definitely a steel clip. Yeah, but it looks like titanium. You know, all these cutouts provide for a great hold to get that out of there. Yeah, very nice. Thinner jean size material. It's got a great grip here too. It's because that G10 is kind of grippy. Yeah, so wonderful. And of course, my favorite spot here in that back pocket. This thing just deep carry. Wonderful. Man, so nice. So I really like the clip. Let's talk about safety. Can I get this blade? Nope. And nope. So the tip's a pass, the clip's a pass, and the back is a pass. And I don't think I mentioned it, but you can see down in there on both sides, right there and right there, looking down in there, very skeletonized in there on the liners, those steel liners. And so this thing is uber light. I mean, I don't know what it weighs, but it's well under 3 ounces. You know, it's got to be 2 something for sure. A super light knife. I wonder if it came sharp. You think SENCUT sharpened this thing? They've been known to send sharp knives. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to say this one qualifies. Yep, it's right up there with the best of them. Right? And of course, I try to go act smart, and what does it do? It makes me look like a clown. Yeah, super sharp though. So price and availability. So White Mountain Knives has this. With the 10% code that's down below, you can get out White Mountain Knives with this knife right around $45. Amazon also has this knife, and they're right at $45, like $44 and some change. And you can get it next day, depending on where you live, from Amazon. Whereas with White Mountain Knives, you're probably looking at, you know, a week. So, I mean, you can get it from Amazon, and I'll link it down below. So if you want to buy it, you can hit my affiliate account, doesn't cost any more, and they pay me like 4 cents or whatever. So the big question is this a nightshade killer? Yeah, I'm gonna say it's not. Like this is a different machine here. I will say that this one is about 50% cheaper. This one with a code, you're probably getting out, right now, somewhere around $65. This one's $45, so about $20 cheaper. This one's in 154, but I think they changed to Nitro V, or they have several models that have the Nitro V. So, I mean, you've got some material changes. In the end, it's just G10. I mean, still, it's G10 with 154, G10 with that 9CR18, which is a stainless in the end. I did look it up. It's not even a high grade stainless, but it's a stainless steel. It's a budget steel, 100%. This 154, I don't think that's really, I mean, it's a higher end budget, right? It's pretty good stuff. So, it's definitely not a nightshade killer. We're going to say that this nightshade's kind of in its own category. But of to its own, if that shape appealed to you at all, is this an alternative to that, or and an addition to that? I say, yeah, this is a great little knife. Yeah, for $45. Pretty cool. It's a little higher end on the price for a SENCUT knife, but you've got that lineage too. We, Civivi, SENCUT. Well, there it is. I dig it. Appreciate you watching.